How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? You know how I'm doing. Do you see how I'm dressed right now? All in black, because this is my funeral attire. Because as I told you before the weekend, I said if the Colorado Avalanche lose tonight on Friday or on Sunday, I will consider my entire 2022-2023 season a failure, and that's what I'm here to do. I am here to say it's a failure. I don't care that we had a great first, 66% of the season, ton of raking, ton of winning. It means nothing to me. I could win every single night from tonight to the end of the Cup Finals, and for me, it's a disgrace because my brackets are never garbage. I know you guys saw last year how it went, but even before that, 3 of the last 4 brackets I won in the challenges and the groups that I'm involved with. Playoffs is my time, and to see what I'm seeing in this first round, obviously the one everyone's talking about, team with most wins all time, losing to a perennial disgrace in the Florida Panthers, who are only there because Pittsburgh couldn't beat the Chicago Blackhawks, a team who got their first series win since 1997 last year against a lowly Washington team who they struggled against and then just immediately got swept by the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're the team who beats the Bruins. Then you have the Avalanche team who lost 1 game on the road, never lost 2 in a row, and I understand there were missing links. But when you saw before the series started, even Money Puck, that analytics site, it said the highest likelihood of a sweep that's going to take place in the playoffs is Colorado over the Kraken. And I got to see the Kraken go into Colorado and win 3 games, and these goals called back, them scoring the first goal every game. What the hell is going on? Then you got Tampa. Went to 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals. They lose to a team that hasn't won a playoff series in 20 years, and I understand that I picked them. But Toronto was actually outplayed in every single game in that series other than Game 2. And they get through that. Then the Rangers flip-flopping debacles versus the Devils, which we'll see tonight. This has been a wild, lemony snickets series of unfortunate events. Even Game 7s. What do I tell you? It's always clenched ass cheeks. Always. You take the under. We got 3-2 in that Boston game, 30 seconds, an empty net goal in a Game 7 where those almost never happen. I mean, it's just been a full disgrace. And I'm sick, and if I was younger, I feel like I would bury my head under a pillow and then just come out in the fall. But I will be here to give you the best picks that I can the rest of the way here, starting with that Game 7 tonight. And just know that if he came here like a prick just rooting for my demise, it's a good day for you. So I'm happy it's a good day for someone. So congrats, pricks. You're having a good one. If you really want to have a better day, go over to Caesars Sportsbook. Take advantage of their first bet risk-free up to $1,250 if you're a new user on the platform over 21 and located in a state or province where sports betting is permitted. And if you got a gambling problem, after I see how much I lost on the total bets with the Avalanche, I might have a gambling problem, and I might call 1-800-GAMBLER. But if you're out there and you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Somebody will be there to help you out. So we got that Game 7 with the Rangers and the Devils. And look, I told you before the weekend, I said, I know it sounds crazy. I know you're going to hate it. I know they've been dominated. Give me the Rangers in Game 6. So now that we're at Game 7, look, you have one team who trailed 3-2 in 3 straight series last year, but they won the first 2 against Pittsburgh and then Carolina. They have experience. Their whole team has been in these situations before. Then on the other side, you have the 3rd-string goalie of the Devils who got yanked in a game because he gave up a lot of goals. So now I think that, that invincibility cloak has now been lifted, so I think he's probably susceptible to let in more goals. And then you have a team who this is kind of their first time experiencing this. And I know they've defied that in games 3, 4, 5, but this is a clenched ass cheeks game. So before we give you a side, how about we give you that? The classic, it's Game 7. You don't have to think about it. You go under because teams make the simple plays. We were about to have 2 of those last night, but an empty netter cost us. But I will go right back to an under in a Game 7. You do got to watch out for freaking early goalie puller Lindy Ruff. You see that, like the 8-minute goalie pull the other night, which was ridiculous. So I will take the under, and I will take the New York Rangers once again. But they have a lot of experience. I mean, just last year, they were on the road for multiple Game 7. 3 separate, 2 Game 7s, and then a Game 6. And they won those 2 Game 7s that were on the road. I'm sorry, Round 1 was at home, but round 2 was on the road. They have Game 7 experience from last year, trailing 3-2. And I'm going to pick them to win it. And a combo of those two, the clenched cheeks with the Rangers, would be Rangers with the under 7.5. That should get those Rangers at plus money. And something to think about, as much as it pains me to say, when you think about who's awaiting the Rangers if they win in the next round, and the fact that they're underdogs in this game. The Carolina Hurricanes, when they were fully healthy, just always the Rangers had their number. Always. Last year, beat them in the playoffs when they were healthy. But you're getting a shell of a Carolina team. Really, if you look at their roster, look at their line combinations, facing a Ranger team that already has smacked them around. And then when you think about who's potentially waiting after that, the Leafs, the road is there. You have to do it before the Devils game starts because they're underdogs in this one. So if you were to take the Rangers for the East, oh my God, it makes me sick to say. Or to take them for the Cup, oh my God, that makes me sick to say. They are a good value at this point if you think they're going to win the Game 7. And that's kind of what I got for you here on this Monday, as I continue my grieving for a little while. Good luck to you. I don't want any luck. I want nothing. I just want to be left in peace. And I will be back with you guys tomorrow, and we'll see how we're feeling after that. All right? Take it easy.